So I did my scuffed run of Jt8-3. I used Blaze and Thorns. I used Myrtle and Elysium for DP. I needed the DP. Everything I was needed. It was a real pain in the shit. Okay. First run through, I used Nightingale just on skill 1 because she was set to the basic attack boost, and her skill was off cooldown, so it was a little better. But we're using the resist one because it is more of a fuck you to arts damage. Anyway, you place Myrtle. I place her here because it's safe. You might be able to go in the lower corner or somewhere else, but whatever. Thorns. Then immediately Gravel and Red because the fire is coming and fuck you. And this was just every time. Now the next thing is always make sure you have the DP for Gravel and Red because it's coming. It's always coming, and you got to make sure you have 17 DP before it comes in 5 seconds when they're off cooldown. And here it's off cooldown. Place Gravel, place Red. I mean, you don't want to place them in any place where Tallulah can hit, and then the fire comes and you pull them again. Or, and this time I place Elysium. Elysium here, he can reduce the defense of Tallulah if he survives. If he can't survive, well, then fuck him. He's just there to generate DP. Now we're gonna pull a Bagpipe, I think, and place okay, we're gonna place Nightingale first. Fire, pull them. You gotta remember to pulling them. Pull her now because she can't block this dude. And replace with a block 3. In this case, we're gonna use Blaze because she's ideal. And we add another single target medic. I went with Warfarin on skill 2. Again, this is gonna be a gamble. If it hits Nightingale, she actually heals pretty well. If it hits somebody else, they do more damage. Fire comes in, and apparently I didn't pull quite instantly, but yes, you have to pull almost instantly. Or hope. Mages. Anyway, this is now we're finally set up. The initial part was the pain in the frickin' ass because everything kept coming in, and I didn't have enough DP for Gravel and Red. I didn't. Plus, fire comes in, pull the guys, and they have this little shiny graphic that kind of screws you up. You got to make sure, did the fire come or did the fire not come? Anyway, my DP is a lot healthier now. Red, Gravel. So now we just have to make sure, keep our eyes on Gravel and Red. When the fire comes, pull them. Keep our eyes on Gravel and Red. And when here we're going to probably pull Myrtle right now and replace her with my tank. I went with Hoshiguma because Saria's skill 1 was not cutting it. I don't know. Mine's only M1, so Gravel, Red. Activate Elysium, maybe. Fire, pull, and now I pull Myrtle. Yeah, pull Myrtle. Place my tank. And we should be fine now. We're getting the last 3 guys. Place Gravel. Place Red. Look at Red and Gravel. When the fire comes, because see the, yeah, and the fire came and they pull them. You might want to put a Red on skill 2 because the graphic was screwing my vision. I had her on skill 1, and it makes it easier for killing the stupid fire gates. Gravel, Red. Look at them. See, she did an attack, but it didn't put fire on them, so we're going to sit them here still. Now there's the fire, which is just, spontaneous. And that's like a faking you out with an okie doke. Here she comes. Activate Elysium, activate Warfarin. I'm not saying I didn't activate Warfarin, but I probably should have, just to take the gamble. Gravel. Red, you got to keep Gravel and Red up, because, things can happen. She's not distracted by being in the face of your tank. Fire comes, make sure you're not distracted by that. I buffed Blaze apparently to cut her down. Place your whatever you place a Nightingale cage, or you can place Spectre. I decided to save Nightingale's cage and go with Spectre. I activated Nightingale's skill. This is skill 7. It's not, I'm working on his mastery in case this wasn't enough, but apparently it worked, so we're all happy. And Blaze is surviving us fine out there. Well, not just fine, but she's surviving out there with the skill active. You place Silver Ash, you place Myrtle, we place... Yeah, but see, the problem is the fire came in. He's had enough HP to survive, because he's E260, but it was awkward. And they didn't attack my guys. And then Myrtle got toasted. So, it was annoying. Placed Myrtle for DP. I'm not sure I got enough out of her to make it worthwhile. So I probably should have just gone Gravel in red, let the fire go, then place Silver Ash. But that would just wouldn't have been more artful. Fire came, pulled him. You can place Elysium now? Yeah. This is to strip the defense out of Tallulah so that we can actually, get some damage in before too much bad happens. We're going to go down here to block the gate with Gravel in red. Activate Elysium when he's up. And now we've taken off half the health of Tallulah. The fire came. I think the fire came. Anyway, activate these two. Shop. And then they all died. Now we're going to place a Bagpipe to kill the stupid Agate. We're going to pull Silver Ash because he's not needed anymore. Tallulah is going down. She's going down. She's going down. Alright, we're going to pull Bagpipe. We're going to pull Bagpipe. When the fire starts, we're going to pull Bagpipe and Elysium. We're going to try to keep Bagpipe, pull Bagpipe, thank you. And the immortality on Spectre should keep everyone alive. But, I was hoping to roll a Nightingale buff, but apparently she died from something. I'd have to go look back what she died of. Alright, so my front line died. But I still got Thorns, which is enough DPS, and I still got Saria blocking, so we're in a much better state than we could be. We got everyone off on cooldown, but we've got time, so this should be enough to carry me through. But I'm going to play some more units when they come off cooldown, and we'll be done. As long as we survive with some blockers, we should be okay. I put another blocker behind Thorns here so he doesn't get swarmed. And also to clean when things come, but I think his skill takes too long to come up. Yeah, see. Skill comes up now. I could have activated it and finished the bottom one, but the top one, by the time I get to push the button, they're all dead. Anyway, that was my Jt8-3 challenge mode. Blaze, Thorns, and I guess Nightingale. And then some other units. Done.